Yesterday, we were talking about what are identities and what is proving, actually, how to prove identities. But there were three standard identities that we have to always keep in mind. So moving ahead to my PPT, in which from your textbook itself, I have picked up some, the way we do in the classroom. And I'm going to share that with you. So let's get going from there itself. The major three identities that we'll be working on will be cos square A plus sine square A is equal to 1. 1 plus tan square A is equal to secant square A. 1 plus cot square A is equal to cosecant square A. I would want everybody to write today's date and take down these three identities. Let it be right in front of your eyes as we start moving ahead with the exercise. Okay. Shall I move ahead?
You have to wait.
Yes,
Fine. That we'll start solving at the perfect. Pen is ready in hand. Everybody has taken down these identities?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, let's start moving. Yeah. Children, when you need to speak out, that time only, please do it. Otherwise, let it be muted. This is the first question from exercise 8.4, where we can see express the trigonometric ratios sin A, secant A, and tan A in terms of cot A. So let's start with the solving part. You will not write down the question because the question is already there in the textbook. So here we go. Please mute yourself. So whenever we are talking about trigonometry, we need to have a triangle ABC wherein one angle is 90 degrees. Since here we are talking about finding the values of sine A, secant A, and tan A in terms, so we are talking about the angle A, we need to make some other angle B as 90 degrees. Now using the first trigonometric, I think the third one, trigonometric identity, that is cosecant square A is equal to 1 plus cot square A. And what is cosecant square 1 upon cosecant square A? That's a reciprocal. That's nothing but sine square A. So we can write that sine square A is 1 upon 1 plus cot square A. Thereby, the first, this is what was asked to us to find the trigonometric ratio to sine A. So sine A is nothing but plus minus 1 upon root over 1 plus cot square A. I have already spoken to you why plus minus, because whenever we are taking a square root, it has to be both the signs, plus and minus. Now what is pending is finding the value of tan A. Now tan A and cot A are automatically related. How are they related? Tan A and cot A are inversely proportional. So we can always write tan A is nothing but 1 upon cot A.
No?
So we have tan A as 1 upon cot A. So what is pending is secant of A. Now what is secant of A? Secant of A is nothing but the 1 upon cos of A. When sine of A I know, I can always find what is cos of A. So how do we do that? We move ahead to the next slide. Please look up here. Tan A, I already told you how it has to be found out. Tan A is nothing but 1 upon cot A. Now look up here. Secant square A is 1 plus tan square A. There's another identity that we have using. Identity number 2 we are using. And that is nothing but, what is tan square A? 1 upon cot square A. So taking the LCM, that's cot square A as cot square A plus 1 whole divided by cot square A. That is nothing but your secant square A. So secant A is finally root over cot square A plus 1 whole divided by cot A. So thus, we could show all of the three, sine square A in terms of sine A in terms of cot A, tan A in terms of cot A, and also secant in terms of cot A.